Hey kids, it's X-Ray Vision coming to you for live from Cuatro Cinco Studios. Um, we had a special guest joining us tonight in this studio. One of the only females in crypto. There's like 12 of them. Introducing X-Ray Chick. No, that's when you slide in with your chair.
Such a dork.
Say yo yo yo, Hex-Ray Chicken that like represent
No.
for yourself. Represent for the Hex ladies that you like to party with.
No, I'm good.
The Hex ladies are crazy, by the way. They're insane. And we're coming to you on a special day, Veterans Day. Had a good day celebrating Veterans Day. My daughter invited me to the high school assembly. They have a program every year, and so I went to that. And usually I don't. All my other kids have asked me to go to this program, but it's usually awkward and uncomfortable talking to people, thanking you for your service, and being around all the other patriotic things going on. It's kind of a little bit much, but I gave in to Hunter. Hunter is the one that wanted me to go, so I went in and it was a good had a lot of mixed emotions, seeing a lot of the veterans up there, people that I served with, people that served before me, and then I realized how old I am. I'm a old SOB, people. There were 20 years of kids younger than me that have grown up and have since joined and served in the military. And so I was really shocked at how many people from our community had served since, from the younger generations. I don't know. What did you think about the Veterans Day ceremony?
No, I liked it. I thought it was really good. I was surprised that you went because, like I said, our other three kids have bugged you about going, and you're like, no. And then the other one just asked once, and you're like, all right, I'm there for you.
She was actually pretty insistent. She asked me once, and then I was like, well, yeah, maybe, I don't know. And then she asked me again and again. So you're coming. Then even after I said, yes, I'm going to come, she was still like,
texting us,
you're really going to be here. Like, don't forget. And
texting us time. 15 minutes before it started. When we walked in, she like immediately knew right where we were.
Yeah.
Keeping our eyes on us.
And they did this thing where they played the song of each branch of the military. And then when your branch came up, you were supposed to stand up. Mm-hmm. So of course they played the Army song, and I stood up and I look over and my daughter's just beaming at me, just smiling. I was like, oh, well, I guess it's worth it.
Yeah. That was super cute.
Saying hi. Super cute. And then we went and celebrated at Applebee's, which apparently gives out free meals to the veterans.
It was packed.
It was so busy with veterans. That place was, that was very, very full. We should have gone somewhere that charged extra to veterans. Would have been easier to get in, don't you think?
Extra? Or how about just
someone that didn't give away free meals to veterans?
Well, you are not so old that you get a senior discount.
Yeah, I wish if you could double them up, they would actually owe you money for coming in.
As a senior, can I get the veteran and senior discount?
Yeah. Shout out to my homies in the 1457th Engineer Brigade that I served with. Have a lot of really good brothers that I served with. A lot of good friends that I try to keep up with, but that was like 20 years ago. Almost. No, it was about 17 years ago.
No, it was about. We didn't have. Yeah. So about 18.
I went in 04 and 05, right? 03, 04.
No, you joined.
Sure. No, when I served, when I went overseas. 03, 04.
Yeah.
And now it's 22.
Yeah.
So in 23, 24, that'll be That'll be 20 years.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna show you guys X-ray vision
with hair.
With hair. I was gonna say in the military, but yeah, with hair. That works too. I'm gonna share a screen
You're
here.
still handsome without it.
Oh, thank you. It means so much more when you rub my head. Let's see. It's gonna. It'll freeze the screen every time I try to do this. Share screen, but I think this is it right there. Yeah, right there. So this is. I mean, if you zoom in, I'm the guy in the PTs in the workout uniform. My buddy Spencer in the middle there. He's actually been on one of my tech talks before.
Yeah.
I keep in touch with him, and then of course, Wetstein is also a guy we hung out there a lot. That's in Iraq. That's in Baghdad, at the Baghdad airport, where we spent most days hanging out.
So how old are you in that one?
In that one?
Yeah.
Well, if this is 24 or this
23.
is yeah, I'm like 24, 23, 20 something. I'm in my early 20s here. So that's X-ray with hair to cover up part of his giant forehead. That's nice. Right? So let me see if I can turn the camera back on now so you guys can see so we won't be we won't be frozen. Boom. There we go. Boom. We're back. Okay, so we currently have 2 people watching. I think one of them is me in
or
the
Bob.
other screen. Yeah, Bob might be in the house.
If Bob's in the house, comment.
We're one of the only I'm one of the only subscriptions he has on YouTube. So that's definitely that's definitely an honor. If you're one of someone's 2 subscriptions, that's pretty rare and exclusive. Let me show you something cool that X-Ray Chick got for me. Do you want to grab it? The black one over there, the black cutout. I like this. She knows what I'm all about. I'm all about the freedom. But shout out to all the veterans out there in the Hexagon community, in the onboarding community. Freedom, baby. It's all about freedom. I don't know if you can see it very well. There, the price shows up there, but best in front of my chest. Right here, behind the back, the white background. And there, freedom. That's what this channel is all about, really, at its core. If you were to boil down everything that this channel is about, I think in one word, it would be freedom. And so, yeah, we got Bob Whitelaw in the house. Yo, yo, yo. I always like streaming Friday nights because chances are people have something better to do. So if they're not showing up here, I'm actually happy for them because you guys should be out with your family, friends, catching up on sleep, having a good time. Bob Whitelaw says he needs some ginger. I think he's talking about he's probably talking about the hair color. He needs more red hair on stream. Usually we have a lot of gingers on stream, but or maybe he's just making some ginger ale or something like that. I don't know. So shout out to Bob. And like I said, we've got a ton of veterans in the Hexagon community. We got a bunch of friends that are veterans, and I really appreciate when Veterans Day for me is about my friends that I serve with and other people that have gone through that experience of being in the military. It's quite intense, and usually you give up a lot of your freedoms and a lot of your comforts, in the name of defending freedom for other people. So, I mean, there's a camaraderie and a brotherhood and a way that you can relate to a lot of people that have gone through some of the same things you have. So, anyways, thank you to all the veterans.
Bob needs a wrench.
Bob probably doesn't have a wrench.
No, he doesn't.
This is a good time to take care of Bob. So, Bob, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to reach down inside your pocket and tell me what you find. Because if you reach down, oh, you haven't been here for this.
No.
Usually we do ASMR. Usually it's a lot dirtier. It's a lot more suggestive.
All right.
Let me do this right. In fact, you didn't see the clip
This is my first time streaming. I don't do this.
You didn't see the stream with where I had Crypto Kool-Aid do a really crazy. You got to watch that clip. You should watch more of. You should watch more of my channel. I think. Anyways, let me get in here. Bob Whitelaw, I want you to reach inside your pocket real slow. No, not your wallet. No, I want you to reach inside your pocket. You're gonna find a wrench, a powerful, strong wrench that allows you to ban people in chat. It gives you power in this community and makes you one of us. Welcome to the family. You get a wrench, Bob. You get a wrench. You know, pop. We do the whole Oprah thing. You'll get used to it.
I've heard you say you get a wrench and
you get a wrench. You get a wrench. You get a wrench.
You get a wrench.
Bob's got a wrench. Bob's the only one hanging out here tonight with us. No, actually, we got a few more people here. Hit the like if you would. That would be wonderful. Hit subscribe if you're new here. And if you're a veteran, very special welcome and a very special thank you. I do have the link in chat. Bob found his wrench. So if you, there's a link in chat if you want to come on stream and hang out. We can chat, we can chill. And then also, I believe I put that in our Hexray in our DMs. So I'm in a DM group on Twitter with a whole bunch of amazing Hexkins. I just threw that out there in case any of them had nothing better to do on a Friday night. He says, but it doesn't feel like a wrench.
Goodness.
Well, Bob. We're gonna have to let you figure out what it is.
Or you can go talk to Carrie.
As you can see on our hands, hold up your hand. Boom. We're part of the Green Star Club. We went to a ballroom concert tonight put on by the local college.
Yes.
Our son Gamma Ray's girlfriend was performing in it. She did amazing. She was definitely one of the best dancers on stage.
Absolutely.
And it was really, really entertaining. I mean, for the most part, they even had a couple high school groups in there that did pretty good. It was a lot of fun. I dropped everything on the floor and it went, down the auditorium. And I had to ask complete strangers to hand me my phone and chapstick back. Other than that, it was lovely. We ended the night. It was right next to a Little Caesars. And I'm trying really hard to get sponsored by Little Caesars. If Little Caesars could sponsor me with just free, you don't have to pay me. You can just give me free pizza. And I will talk about I'll do the best promos you've ever seen. Right?
Yeah.
And
that's a lot of Little Caesars.
Yeah. Like I said, going back to freedom. Remember, we are in a community, and my personal mission goal is to reach and help 1 million families become financially free sometime in my lifetime or after my lifetime. I don't know. It's a big goal. 1 million's a big number. I kind of chose it for that reason. We have one family that I can attest to that I know of that's financially free, and that's our family. So we're starting with our family. Mm-hmm. And there's probably about 100 onboards that I try to keep in touch with, that I try to encourage and keep up to date on free claims and pulse chain of what's going on. And with any luck, most of those people will be financially free in the next wave. That's really my hope. Because if I can help those 1,000 families get free in this next wave, 24, 25, then they're all wonderful people. And I think most of those people will spend a lot of their time reaching out and spreading the word and spreading the information. And we can get even more people free on the 28, 29 wave. That's my hope. That's my goal. That's my mission.
And then all you guys can prove it to your girls and wives and girlfriends or whatever that crypto money's real. You can start pulling it out and letting them spend it.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of people that have been invested in crypto, especially during this crash. Mm-hmm. And their wives and girlfriends are all, that's quite enough of that, young man.
Yeah.
You're losing money. It's going down in value. you need to stop. And the other group that doesn't say that say, well, you don't need to stop, but as far as I'm concerned, it's magic, it's fake internet money. It's not real. It's never going to be real. And even our friend Crypto Heartbeat, his wife didn't think it was real until he went and bought a car for his daughter with a very small investment in Hex during the wave, right?
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of females think that, you know what I mean? Like, so when you first started investing, I was like, oh goodness. Well, you started investing, I don't know, like 2012, 2013 in Bitcoin. And I remember,
it was like 14.
Yeah, I remember
2014.
like driving all over Salt Lake and trying to find like an ATM for you to buy Bitcoin at. And then we have this cheesy picture of you standing next to the Bitcoin. I should find that picture.
The Bitcoin ATM.
Yeah, I'm gonna
it
try
was
to
in
find
it
that.
was in the lobby of Overstock.
Overstock. Yeah.
Back in the day, I'm grinning like I just found. I feel I'm grinning like a mouse that found the biggest piece of cheese on earth.
And I thought it was like $300.
If you go back to my Facebook, you can see it. My Facebook timeline.
Yeah, I'll find it. I'll see if I can find it. But I just remember thinking, oh goodness, because we had four kids then, and I was like, we are spending money on this crazy thing that's just not going to look like nothing's going to happen to it. So I just remember at the beginning, I just had to look at it and be like, okay, this is money that I just have to say goodbye to and pretend like it is never going to happen.
It's just going to say goodbye to it.
Goodbye to it and let it go. It's like Max's hobby. So like I like doing crafts and buying craft stuff and doing that, and that's what I get to do. And Max's hobby is this weird internet money stuff. And it took me a long time before I was like, oh, I can see like some investment in that and some truth in that. And that wasn't until Hex came along that I thought that. And I was like, okay, I'm willing to go crazy for a year and save every single bit of money we can and invest it in hopes that it will pay off.
Yeah.
Which I'm so glad and lucky that it did, because now I get to spend time with you at home, and you get to be home, and you get to be with the kids, and you get to do things that you love instead of go work at a job that you hate.
I get to hang out with Hexicans, let's face it.
Exactly.
I love hanging out with Hexicans. Ask her every same day. I'm like, how can I go hang out with a Hexican today? Mm-hmm. And I love it. I love it. Bobby Boy says, I'm going to buy a truck. And then
I hope you buy a truck, Bob.
And then Schwabator. I don't know if you're supposed to sound about separately or the whole name. So it's either Sahawabaotor or it's Schwabator says, got a house, no bank loan. It's a good thing. Yeah, I can imagine the freedom that you have there. Bob says, am I a Hexican? You are definitely a Hexican, Bob.
Yeah.
You are a Cuatro Cinco stakeholder in Hexican, in Hex. You're definitely a full-blooded Hexican. So that's good. You actually have like not a heritage, not an ethnicity, a nationalism. You have a nationalism to hang on to, which is Hexican, the Hexican nation. If you guys are hearing a bunch of screaming noise and explosions in the next room, our daughter's got some crazy
you Asian
crazy party going on. Spencer is saying no. Someone's Asian.
Bob's Asian.
Yeah, Bob is happy either way. I like that. So we just left our friend's house where we had Little Caesar's Pizza. A Little Caesar's Pizza. If you want some good value, some delicious pizza, head on down to Little Caesar's, where you can make a dollar scream and you can make your taste buds happy. Little Caesar's. See, that's just a taste of the love that you're going to get, Little Caesar's, when you sponsor me. And all you got to do is give me free food. That's it. I'm happy. So we were hanging out with our friends, eating pizza, and they are the only people in live chat hanging out with us, as far as I can tell. Chances are, I don't know if this didn't go out on Twitter. Usually there's like 4 or 5 people that I don't know how they do it, but they show up out of nowhere. And they're in every stream, like ready to get down, say hi. So anyways, good to be here with all you guys. We could have some of these people in the other room come stream with us. They were down to do it. I don't think they know anything about hex or hexagons, but you can say hi to them. And then, like I said, we've got the StreamYard link in the description if anyone wants to come hang out. But more than anything, I wanted to make sure, I tweeted earlier that I wanted to do a stream for veterans today. And yeah, like, I don't know. I just can't express my gratitude and appreciation for the people who are in the military and have served in there. Stuffed crust all the way, thin crust or bust. We've got a crust war going on in the chat now. Do they have good herbs on the pizza? Okay, well now I'm thinking you might be trolling me about herbs, but I'll tell you what. You seem like a nice guy. You're talking about freedom. Let's go in here and make sure that, oh, you know what? Schwabator already has a rent.
Oh.
You've already been here. They have good herbs and pizza. Let me say this. So they have cheesy bread. What's it called? Italian cheese bread?
Yeah.
And Italian cheese bread has a lot of delicious herbs on it. If you're talking about a different type of herb, like the herb that makes you eat a lot of pizza and makes music sound amazing.
We have no clue what that is.
Yeah, that they don't sell that in Utah yet. But if you
illegal.
live somewhere like, say, Colorado or California, Vegas, I'm betting you could very easily find some pizza with some really good herbs on them. All right, let's go back here to Twitter. Got a Twitter notification. There we go. Yeah, much love to the veterans. There we go. Yeah. Let me see if I've got this other one here. Make sure that other tweet went out with the fact that we're going live. Yeah, we're streaming. There's a feed of us on Twitter right now too, as well as YouTube. A lot of people are asking me if I do Twitch. I think I would. I think I'd reach out, and I would also throw out Twitch to reach more people. Heck, I could even do Facebook Live, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually write that down. Will you write down those two things right here, and see if we'll be talking to my social media manager and see if he'll do the busy work on that. We got Sugam Guri says, "Sup, Hex Ray? What's up, Sugam Guri? Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? Do you have any feelings on stuffed crust versus thin crust?"
Thin crust. Thin crust.
Yeah, let us know if we'll let Sugam Guri let us know if break the tie between thin crust and stuffed crust. Bobby Boy, do the herbs make the ginger taste better?
We don't know, Bob.
I imagine that those herbs would make anything taste better and more interesting, but again, I that's something for the future that the future holds. So, all right. So, anyways, back from I'm losing my train of thought. It's a little late here. I did promise I would come on and stream. I need to start streaming every day around 2 p.m. my time, because that's actually the height of people watching this. So if you're watching this tomorrow, if you're watching the rerun of the stream, chances are it's close to 2 p.m. my time or 2 p.m. Mountain time. So I'd be really interested if you're watching this tomorrow, comment what time it is that you watch this Mountain time. And I want to see if the YouTube data and analytics is correct.
All right, I found the picture. Yay.
You found the picture of the Bitcoin ATM?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, Louise, that is a sexy picture. Go ahead and throw that up on my email here, and I'll go back and see if I can pull it up here. And as I do that, I'm surprised that we didn't freeze there, but we will freeze as soon as I share it.
You guys are in for such a good treat. You're so lucky you jumped on.
Yeah, you guys know Pixar, it didn't happen. The very first Bitcoin that I bought was on eBay. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
It was on eBay. I sent a dude a few $100s on eBay, and he sent me Wow, I look exactly like my brother Eric in that.
Oh yeah.
Holy she's what a nerd.
Look at that Bitcoin ATM.
Look at that Bitcoin. Do you got the date on that one? Because I was buying before that date, but I
Um,
mean, this is when I was like trying to find a place where I didn't have to trust someone on eBay. Because literally, I sent the money to the dude on
May
eBay.
12th, 2005 is when you posted it.
2015.
Oh, 15. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a difference there between 5 and 15.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready here? We're gonna share that picture of me at the Bitcoin ATM back in the day.
You guys are so
Bitcoin
lucky.
ATM. This is fun. Let's see if that's it. That's it right there. Boom. Boom. How do you like that? Look at that guy right there. That is a mother trucker.
Yes.
That actually looks a lot like my X-Ray Vision hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost identical. It was cold back then. I was working in North Dakota.
Look at that. Buy Bitcoin ATM. I wonder if they do they still have those?
No, I went there like 2 or 3 times and it's always broken or moved or something. I don't know. There's a lot of Bitcoin ATMs around the country now. But I believe if you buy more than a 50 or $60, it like makes you scan your ID into it and do KYC at the ATM, which is silly. And their fees are pretty crazy too. Let's see if we can unfreeze this right here. Virtual. There we go. I'm going to try to unfreeze my camera here. There we go. Boom. We're unfrozen and we're sharing the screen. Here it is, a picture of this right here. Yeah. So that's me and my Bitcoin ATM in 2015 when I was all hopped up on Bitcoin before I became a Bitcoin maxi baby. How can us nerds help veterans? Maybe with their phones? Sure. I mean, you can help veterans with I don't know. It depends really on what you're good at, what your gift is, what your talent is. You know them. I'm not sure what they're referring to on their phones. Give us some more information on what you mean by phones. But yeah, there's a picture of me chilling out back in the day. Boom.
I think we should just do all old pictures of you.
I don't think that's a good idea at all.
Some really good ones.
I just no.
Because I have some really good ones here.
Well, we can load them for another.
Like there's a good veterans one of you.
I don't think that's a good one of me as a veteran at all.
What do you guys think?
They might as well make credit cards and driver license into one card to rule them all. Yeah, that seems to be the way that we're going with CBDC and a lot of the regulation that they claim crypto. Crypto needs regulation to save it. I would like you guys to name one industry that regulation has saved. I'll wait. Regulation usually does a lot of damage to just about everything it touches because it's a drain on whatever it's attached to, not a boon or a safety mechanism. Let's see here. Let's go into Twitter. So we got that up there. See what's going on Twitter. I've been catching up on Cabana crypto streams. I've been catching up on there's some cool veteran pictures here where some veteran is
with Matt
Damon, Brad Pitt, and George Clooney. That's interesting. Yeah, I've been catching up with Crypto Coffee, been catching up with Randy Hilarski. You're hard to keep up with because that dude is regularly talking all the time. He's got his daily streams down to, I think today was the first one he didn't have a stream, and that's because it was his birthday. So keeping up with Randy Hilarski, keeping up with Crypto Cabana, Crypto Graphics, Crypto Sloth is all over the place. He's blowing up and just dropping knowledge. Yeah, a lot of really good ones. Fission's fishing certain areas were saved by regulation. Maybe, maybe that's actually a pretty good case for regulation. However, I would probably argue or suggest that it's possible that privatizing certain places where people um, fish and hunt, you usually have much better care of the animals and the ecosystem when someone is actually making a profit off of it. Now, I don't know. I mean, but then again, if that were true, someone might be able to buy the Grand Canyon and not let us go in there. That would suck. Or maybe they would actually take better care of the Grand Canyon because there's a better profit margin in them. Uh, should we even regulate the military? I don't know. I guess that depends on what you believe the military's purpose is. A lot of people believe the military is there to protect us, keep us safe. Um, and then there's some people that believe that the military is just there to waste money for politicians and push the military industrial complex. Because I don't know. I mean, like we spend trillions of dollars just dropping bombs on countries for certain reasons. And if we were putting that same money into into our infrastructure or our country or even another country, imagine what $1 trillion could do to a country to make it better versus blowing it up and building it back and blowing it up, building it back. Just a little philosophy from a veteran here. I don't know. I don't want to get deep and argumentative, but I do appreciate the comments and questions here. We're up to 8 people. We got 8 people, and we've got 5 likes. So 3 of you right now are asleep at the wheel. I guess we have different philosophies on whether the ocean should be privatized. Possibly. Now, if you were to say, yeah, I think that a lot of private places are in better shape than a lot of public places because government usually doesn't produce anything. Government usually consumes and takes from the people around it, either through taxes or inflation. And so when you're putting a draw on something, then it's hard to make it better. And to be honest, the oceans right now, they're not doing really good with all the crap in them. I would say, and a lot of the oil exploration and shipping and things that have gone down, even with the government supposedly, controlling it, taking care of it. So I don't know. That's how I feel about the ocean being privatized. Or if nothing else, if you had it where everything was completely open and the government wasn't giving favors to some people and taking them away from others, that might be okay too. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be private. I just haven't seen the government improve many things in my life, in my opinion. So yeah. Happy Veterans Day. Other than that, yeah, we want to help 1 million families become financially free. We want to grow the Hex community as best we can and support those that are out there putting amazing content and education out every single day. That's great. And yeah, I just want to say thanks to the whole community for being awesome. We had a really cool stream last night with just a bunch of guys hanging out, talking about just shooting the breeze, talking about movies, talking about different things growing up. Thank you very much. Torrance says Happy Veterans Day, and he's in the house. What's tonight's giveaway, Hexway?
Oh, geez. I have
Actually,
been
most of the things that
out,
I have given away, I think Bob already
I have
got.
been mailing out stickers
Yes.
and notebooks like crazy.
Yes, we have. I need to find a way for my giveaways to directly increase subscriptions and viewer count and engagement, because most of the people that win my stuff have been following me for a year or more. So I need to get the word out there and reach more people. That would be great. It'd be great if I could hit 2,000 subscribers soon, and just keep doing that. I mean, I have quite a few followers on Twitter, but Twitter is for the most part an echo chamber. You know, Torin, I was in the USMC mixed fillings on fisheries. Not all fishermen the same. Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, the U.S. Coast Guard. I had to explain to my daughter that the U.S. Coast Guard and the Navy were not the same thing, and then I had to explain to her that the Marines were part of the Navy has so many different parts to it. The Navy is kind of like all of the armed forces in one, because they have their aviation unit, which is like the Air Force has aviation, right? Then they got their Marines, which are like soldiers, but just a little bit crazier. And then they got, the land, all sorts of stuff in the Navy. They got the ships, they got the submarines. They definitely got the corner on submarines. Nobody else has submarines. And then you got the U.S. Coast Guard, which I don't know how many bodies of water are big enough for the U.S. Coast Guard to show up. Do you?
I have no clue.
Because you got the actual coast of the U.S., right? The Atlantic and Pacific and the Gulf of Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I know that they have the Coast Guard at like Lake Powell and some of the bigger bodies of water. I'm sure they have the Coast Guard up in the Great Lakes, right? And Torn says, yeah, Navy has a bit of all. Actually, Coast Guard too. So the Coast Guard, you're telling me the Coast Guard has a lot of land stuff? Or actually, no, the Coast Guard's got helicopters and airplanes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot of overlap.
Apparently, Bob wants us to give dollar bills. So do a drawing with $1 bill for Bob. I'll Venmo it to you.
That's funny.
Yeah.
He says, I thought it said Happy Veterans Day. LOL, guess I'm half asleep. Lots of air and ground too. Yep. Besides maybe Interpol. Right. This is an interesting thing. I think this is like, what time is it in Europe right now?
I don't know. I can Google it.
Yeah. What time is it in London? What time is it in like Spain? I'm going to need some more European hexagons to help me out with an idea that I've got coming up. Actually, around right now is usually when
9 or 10 or 11, depending. Moscow, it's 11. London, it's 8 a.m. Paris, it's 9.
But it's 8 a.m. on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So,
so it is not Veterans Day. Well, technically, it's not Veterans Day here anymore either.
Yeah, well, it was Veterans Day today. I'm still awake, so it feels like Veterans Day, but
yeah,
we'll call this a Veterans Day stream anyways. But no, just people that are in Europe right now are hopefully asleep because it's Saturday morning. They get to sleep in because of international maritime treaties and agreements. Boom. There you go. Yeah. As much as I'm not a fan of government, I cannot argue that it is everywhere. In every country, in every part of the world, you will find some government hanging out. And I would argue that government, like money, is what people agree on, right? Because government's not necessarily a real element of nature that just shows up. There's hierarchy, right? There's like a pecking order. There's, predator and prey. But when it comes to human beings, government is kind of whatever people agree it is at that part of the country or that part of the world, sorry. Division 7 of the U.S. Coast Guard provides service in the state of Utah. So that's probably who would be down in Lake Powell, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Right? What about Salt Lake? Do you think there's any Coast Guard guarding the Salt Lake or Utah Lake? global agreements on WHO, medical, World Health Organization. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's any Coast Guards up on those bodies of water.
I think we should talk about funny stories that happened to you when you were in the military.
Funny stories that happened to me while I was in the military?
Like in Iraq in the showers.
Yeah, that might be a little too traumatizing for me, both me and the audience. If you ever find Hexray chick at a party in a corner, you can ask her about these wild allegations she's got going.
What about like the bombs? Oh, they're just bombs.
Yeah, there's a lot of bombs in Iraq. Lots of bombs.
But I don't understand why you get to a point where they're just bombs.
Yeah, well, for instance, let's say, for instance, you work at a shooting range, right? You work at a shooting range, you hear guns going off all day. It's no big deal because you're at a shooting range. You feel safe. You get used to it. But if you're in Walmart and you hear a bunch of guns going off, that's going to be a little bit different, right? So I would say that when we were overseas, hearing a lot of bombs and mortars going off, because sometimes it wasn't always like quote unquote enemy fire. It was more like they were detonating unexploded ordnances. Excuse me. So they would find a lot of bombs that didn't go off during the invasion, and they would just blow them up all the time. So there was a lot of loud noises that didn't have much to do with attacks, for sure. Now, if you're in downtown Baghdad, and you heard loud explosions going off, you wanted to make sure that it was something like that, not some attack. So, get your head out of the gutter, Mrs. Hexray. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it. I appreciate you keeping this string classy.
It's not in the gutter. It's not one of those jokes with the shower. It's nothing. It's not a gutter joke.
Well, it sounds like a gutter joke.
So we know far. It does.
It sounds like you're selling a real gutter joke.
It's quite funny.
Oh, did I ever drop the soap? Now, that's straight. First of all, you say, get your head out of the gutter. And now you're talking about dropping the soap. I would claim that you are definitely steering people to the gutter, Bobby.
You dropped the soap on accident.
Fake news, people. Don't believe a word.
I'm just kidding.
That she says. You're not helping the truth and the conversation go forward. All right. So Bobby says Jordanelle Reservoir, Lake Powell, Strawberry Reservoir are big enough, or for some reason have the U.S. Coast Guards on them. That's really interesting. LOL, I said Valentine's, not veterans. LMAO. Okay, sorry, I didn't see that Valentine's Day. Yeah, this is not a Valentine's Day, although we do have a lady on the stream, which is not normal or in crypto really, just to have any females around. So I can see where you might think that. For the record, XXX bots got here right with the shower talk. That's why everyone gets a wrench here. If anyone wants to come in and cause trouble in my stream, everyone's got a wrench. Everyone can ban those babies right away. Although I do appreciate the viewership for just a second. Bobby says, "Did you pick it up?" Bob, it's just soap. It's just soap. You just leave it on the ground. No one needs to pick that up. So, anyways, yeah, just want to come on here and say salute all the veterans out there. Say thanks to my homies, and maybe just reminisce a little bit with the community, and also
you used to when you were in Iraq, you used to go down in the bunkers, and then you would send us pieces of crystal from like the chandeliers, and then we have those old 8-tracks.
Yeah, well, what you're describing right now is probably punishable by some law.
Oh, just kidding. He never did that.
So the fact that there may or may not be souvenirs that I'm sure every veteran's brought home some of their money or some of the things we found in the palaces, that was kind of interesting for sure. A lot of the palaces When you think of palace, you usually think of just like a giant mansion, like a house. But the palaces over there were like communities. They were like
Mhm.
full blown little cities, and the guest houses were also like entire cities. So if you're staying in Saddam's guest house, you are staying in basically a small village with waterways and several buildings, things like that. Torrance is brilliant, laughing, fire. What's UM? Do you know what UM is?
Mm-mm.
Maybe it shows up when you use an emoji or something. I don't know. Tell us what UM stands for in the chat, Torn.
We
Yeah,
can get our teenage person to come and tell us
I don't think
because we're not cool.
they
Or
would tell
Grack.
us the crazy thing it is. Did you send home any gold from the palace?
No gold.
Just like maybe pieces of chandelier,
Yeah,
little things like that.
maybe some rugs.
Maybe. Well, no, the rugs we had to buy, but I'm sure the rugs that we bought were stolen. You didn't just walk in and find a rug. People had looted a lot of this stuff. While the invasion was going on, everyone was looting these palaces and stuff. It was like every man for himself. Oh, the right StreamYard doesn't translate all the emojis. Okay, so yeah, that is part of the emoji. Probably the American flag. Okay. Yeah. This
Oh,
so yeah, maybe it's not translating that, but yeah, I mean they have Armistice Day in Europe, right? That's the poppy that they were wearing today, the poppy.
mhm.
Every place has somewhere, hopefully, that's celebrating more peace than war. Yeah, that was the flag.
Oh, cool. I really wish he would let me tell embarrassing stories about him on here.
Yeah, that's not really why we came here today. But yeah, anyways, good to be here. Good to be going on. I'm still working on my own crypto project. As soon as I have more to share with you guys, I'll definitely be sharing it with you. And I don't think we're in I don't think we've hit the bottom of the market yet. I got more pain simply because Bitcoin has not crashed as hard as it usually does. And I think that FTX and some of these exchanges and problems that we're going to have in crypto have not flushed out. I think there's more exchanges and people that are going to go bankrupt or have problems or mismanage their funds and mismanage other people's funds. So if you have your money on any exchange and not in your own wallet, like MetaMask or a hardware wallet or a wallet like Exodus that holds a lot of different coins, I would urge you, definitely, if you haven't done already, take all those coins, put them in your own possession. Bobby says, tell us more about the high school program. Who performed for you guys? Well, it was the seniors, right?
And the juniors and the high school choir.
So yeah, it was a high school choir, juniors and seniors. They sang a bunch of patriotic songs. They did a slideshow with a bunch of veterans that are from our community or went to high school there, and a slideshow, which was really nice. And there's a couple nice talks given by the student body.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
It's actually really nice.
Thanks for the shout out to veterans. Good night, X-Ray and Miss. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. They were they dressed to impress? They were. Oh, so this is Bob. Why didn't you just go with us to this? Anyways, yes, they had all of the seniors and juniors dressed in white shirts and ties, and they had all the females wearing dresses, and all the faculty of the whole school dressed up in dress attire, which was really nice, really respectful. It was nice. A lot of them looked really good. Like a couple of them looked like politicians.
Yeah.
Because they were dressed up so nice, for sure. So they were definitely dressed to impress. It was really neat to see that. Yeah.
Maybe some of them were dressed to impress different people.
Yeah. Yeah. Some might have been out there to impress each other with how good they were looking.
Maybe.
But we were in matching outfits. Remember that?
Oh, yes. He thinks it's hilarious to match with me. I don't understand it. So I had on like a plaid shirt, kind of like this. It was kind of brown.
Mm-hmm.
I had it on, and so
Well, we did family pictures in these matching clothes.
Yeah.
I figure if you can't match your spouse when you go out,
no,
who can you match?
No,
Between maybe
you
a twin
and Rag can match each
twin
other and do streams together with your little matching shirts.
That was a lot of fun too. But that was actually like a crypto marriage, a crypto bro marriage. You know, that's tighter than the bonds of regular marriage. It's like strong. I was forged in the fire of
You've
crypto.
only known Rax for how
market.
long? Like not even a year.
It was crypto bro love at first sight. Remember, I was watching you were actually the one that was really enjoying his streams more than me at the beginning. I was just like cycling through as many people as I could, trying to catch up on everything going on in Hex when he popped up. Bobby's got
don't yawn.
a square emoji. It's so late here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely would have felt bad if I went to bed without fulfilling this promise to reach out and do a little Veterans Day stream and say thanks to all the veterans. You mean a lot to us. Hey, will you straighten Biggie behind me? I just noticed Biggie's a little bit crooked, and I feel like that might be a little insulting to my spirit animal, Biggie. You just made it more tilted.
I can't tell.
You can't. Well, just look at the gray line above it on the wall.
Well,
No,
I'd have to
pull
stand
it
up.
towards you a little bit. Towards you a little bit. Towards you a little bit. There we go. Now Biggie is straight with the wall and straight with the Quattro Cinco club shield that was made for me by the Leonovi family. Bob says time to go roller skating. It's an inside joke. Time to go roller skating. Yeah, let me find this guy's link here really quick. Happy Veterans Day, Hexray Vision. Thanks, KD. KD is in the house. I gotta give a shout out to the guy that now, first of all, Magruder on Twitter is the one that actually bought a bunch of these awesome art pieces for the Hexicans to get the name out there. And they make these in Europe and send these over. And they're amazing. They do stuff for Halloween and holidays. They do custom pieces for Hex and crypto. So it's really cool. Bob says time to watch some Netflix. That sounds pretty good to me right now.
Sounds really good.
Or time to watch some Netflix. So go roller skating or watch some Netflix. I get it. Okay.
Well, it is the next day, Bob, so you can keep the streak alive.
Yeah, it's Saturday, baby. It's technically Saturday, at least in Europe. It's Saturday, and in Asia, it's been Saturday for most of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're way ahead of us. So if you're in Asia and you're watching us, then
I'm yawning on stream.
Yeah.
Like, this is how boring we are.
Well, let me just say thank you for joining us. Like, retweet, comment, spread the word. If any of you guys want to stream, I highly encourage it because there's someone out there that is going to find you entertaining or interesting enough to listen to you and learn about Hex. So to all my homies out there, get that going. Celtics, aka Gaiman says it's 9:15 a.m. It's 9:15 a.m. on a Saturday. Are you working today? 9:15 sounds really early on a Saturday.
You would not even be out of bed even on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. Like,
I wake up when my body says wake up,
which is usually 9:30 or 10.
Yeah, and then I also take a nap when my body says take a nap.
Mm-hmm. Which is usually 3-ish.
And if it's once a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe twice a day.
I've got to make up. Yeah, Celtic says he's not working today.
But you have been tweaking till like 4 a.m. too.
I don't know if I'd use the term tweaking.
Well, not tweaking. I didn't mean like tweaking. Like staying up, like geeking on stuff.
Geeking out.
Geeking out. Yes, thank you. Not tweaking.
We got like a Breaking Bad
I'm
relationship
sorry.
going on now.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Tweaking. Just tweaking all night.
Yeah, all to sleep and he's still yawning. Yes.
Yeah, I really
He just
am.
drank a Mountain Dew too. That is the sad thing. He drank a Mountain Dew an hour ago. Like, what?
It's the sugar. The sugar makes me tired, makes me sleepy. I've been working a lot this last week trying to nail down the outline of my project, because once you get the outline nailed down, you can go into coding, and then once you get the coding done, you can go into auditing. So I'm very, very excited about that. That has kept me very, very stoked and excited. But other than that, thank you guys for showing up. I mean, this is like a stream in the middle of the night. If people are awake, hopefully they're doing something funner than watching YouTube. And appreciate it. Thanks for another one in the books. I'm trying to be more regular. And like I said, I think most of my streams should be around 1 or 2 in the afternoon from now on, because that's when
before nap time.
That's when my audience likes to come out. And then I'm also I might be doing something pretty exciting with some other YouTubes, like Crypto Coffee, Crypto Cabana, Randy Hilarski. I might be reaching out and doing a fun little giveaway to some lucky people in the community. Right? In fact, that's what I should do. I was going to do it on a time, right? I was going to give out hints and clues to this giveaway on a timeline. But I think what I should do is I should give away hints and clues based on engagement. So when people are liking
Bobby
and retweeting it. What?
Right now, Bobby would win on comments.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about at all. I'm talking about new engagement. So liking, retweeting, commenting, and subscribing, and bringing up that, like, maybe at a certain time or at a certain level. Like, so if I hit 2,000 subscribers, I drop the next hint with cross stream with one of my homies. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that'd be a good idea.
Hex Life.
Been a good show to fall asleep to. I appreciate that.
You are so welcome.
That. And Bobby Boy says, take my afternoon nap at 1 or 2. That's a good time. You can turn on this stream and fall asleep to it, just like Hex Life. Right?
At 2 o'clock.
At 2 o'clock.
Daily.
Hey, wait a second. Hang on. Oh my goodness. Hex Life. I have been slacking here. You want to tell Hex Life what he should do?
Oh, no, I don't know what
Get
to say.
Get in there, ASMR style.
I don't remember what to say.
Inside your pocket. Come on.
Okay.
Get it.
All right. I guess I'm supposed to get really close to the mic and say, hey, Hex Life, reach inside your pocket.
What are you doing? Great.
What are you finding in there? I don't know what to say. Sorry, Hex Life.
This just got.
Sorry, really I don't know what to say.
I thought you were taking notes earlier when I was doing it.
I wasn't paying attention because I was making fun of Bob.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Well, Hex Life is very happy, but now that Hex Life has done another comment, and he realizes deep down inside your pocket, you just got a brand new tool, a nice chrome-plated wrench.
Oh, that's what you're supposed to say.
You get a wrench, Hex Life. You are now part of the wrench family. You're now part of the Hex Ray Vision family. You got your wrench.
Sorry, Hex Life. I ruined it.
You've been knighted. It's okay. Next time you can
I'll
get in there and
don't ask them what's in their pocket.
Oh, he says he's gonna have some good dreams tonight. On that note, woohoo! Hex ASMR session, definitely. That's what we are all into. That's what Brack, my daughter, is the one that started really getting onto the ASMR stuff. Like, she'll get up and play with the microphone and whisper and crinkle stuff, and with our giveaways, you know. So anyways,
yeah, we're not going to promote that. She's 7.
So why don't you? There's a lot of money in ASMR.
No.
That's all I'm going to say.
No.
Get up on that microphone, say, good evening, boys and girls. Actually, that's
Rags.
That's Rags. Rags
No,
says,
thank you.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from around the world, blah 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 blah. Blah. This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, Hexicans are the coolest community ever. Let's get to 1 million families. Let's help everyone we can achieve freedom in their lifetime, whatever kind of freedom they're looking for. The one that we're good at right now, thanks to Hex and crypto, is financial freedom. But anything any type of freedom that you're searching for in life, whether it's spiritual, financial, emotional, political, work towards that freedom. We're here for you to support you in any way we can. And yeah, stay awesome, kids. Stay awesome. Thanks again for another stream. And as soon as I have more things I can share with you, I will be sharing them with you guys. Right? So goodbye from Cuatro Cinco Studios. Have a lovely evening or a lovely morning if you're in Europe. And we will talk to you soon. Play some outro music. This is my favorite one right here. Your smile's
No,
not.
you're supposed to be like, I want you to reach into your pocket right now.
No. No one needs to reach inside their pocket. They've already reached inside their pocket. Oh, geez. Okay, no, just make a really nervous smile in a way like this. That's not nervous. That doesn't look awkward enough. You want to look more awkward. Okay, that felt like a really good farewell right there. You guys have a wonderful night. Peace out, LMAO, night Hex Ray. Have an awesome night. You guys are too good, too cool to be here. Have a wonderful day, wonderful night. We'll see you next time. Oh, and yep, a new profile pic. Wow, check out that profile pic for Bobby Boy.
Oh, nice.
Love it. All right, have a good night. See ya.